Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I'm super excited to be here today. First of all, let me just say thank you so much to Maria Collet because I posted a video, I think, some few days ago on 10 over 10. These just do not need any assistance. And I just went about minding my own business, and I came back to YouTube and realized she had reposted my video on a community tab and I was like, wow, me, I was like in shock. Honestly, I never assumed or thought she would do something like that, willingly, which I so appreciate. I'm so grateful, Maria. I'm super grateful. Please check her channel out. I'll link it in the description box. She's super exciting to watch. Not even once have I been under her video to comment or anything. I guess enjoy her videos, like it, and then that's it. So when I saw that she had done that for me, I was super, willingly, I was super excited. And I say thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Please check her channel out. You will love her. She's got excellent content. She's super exciting, bubbly. She gives off a very positive energy, and that is the one thing I like most about her. She's always giving off very positive energy. So please check her channel out. She's Maria Collet, and I will link her channel in the description. In this video, I have 6 dupe fragrances, but there's a twist. I also have the original versions of these fragrances to compare them and see how accurate they are. I'm just going to rate the percentage of accuracy that I think these dupes are to the original ones. When it comes to dupes, there's always something lacking or something overly done, and that is what I find between Dior Sauvage, Elixir, and Asad. This one has a prominent pineapple and some tobacco, which sort of feels a little rough around the edges upon initial spray. But in this one, this is super smoothened out to the extent that you don't really get to tell the individual notes, and that is one of the major differences. You get that prominent tobacco and that sweetness of the pineapple here. This one is totally blended so well, you don't get it to pick it out. Then you get some lavender from the Sauvage, which you don't get in this one. So the lavender is missing in this, but just give it like 5 minutes to smoothen out. When you spray this one, then you begin to smoothen out, and then you begin to get the essence of Dior Sauvage. The dry down were quite similar. It is not like the 100% replica of it, because as a dupe, I don't think you can get like 100%. So I'll rate this one like an 85%, accurate dupe. That is how I will rate it. It is a good one when it comes to just Sauvage Elixir. This is one of the best that I have come across. When it comes to the original, it is a good one. It gives you the performance, it gives you the longevity, the projection. It's a beast mode. It doesn't outperform the original. It doesn't outperform this one. If you do about 6 sprays, it's going to last you the whole day and then some. This one will give you about 12 hours at least. Even it also performs well, but it doesn't outperform the original, so I'll give it to the original in this case. But it's a very good dupe when it comes to Dior Sauvage. So that is Asad. The next fragrance I have here is Alien EDP versus Adine by Pendora scent. So I have the EDT of Alien, but this one is replicating the EDP, so I had to just get the EDP for this comparison video. Adine is a very good dupe of Alien. The only difference I find between these two is the performance. When it comes to the scent profile, you get like basically the same thing. I get about 90% accuracy in terms of scent profile. However, it's like a little watered down version of Alien. This one, Adine, gives me the impression that it's like when you put on Alien and then it is getting to, let's say, the third hour, when it's sort of dried down and then it's beginning to die out a bit. That is how the initial spray of Adine is. It doesn't give you that projection, that beast mode Alien, but when it comes to the scent profile, you cannot really tell much of a difference. Both indolic jasmine, it gets a bit of smokiness to it. There's something like a smoky touch to both of these ones. They are very beautiful. So I'll rate Adine as about 90%. I'll just say 90% accuracy in terms of the scent profile. However, it is quite a watered down version, which does not give you the longevity and the projection and the performance as much as Alien does. But if you are new to fragrances and you just want to test out the scent, this one is a perfect dupe that I'll highly recommend. The next fragrance I have here is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. This is the Parfume version, and then I have Ben Shimmer's Signature. So this is supposed to be a dupe of Ombre Leather. This is the Parfume version, and I think this one is supposed to duplicate the EDP. However, they are quite similar. The differences I found between these ones are that this one is more, hyped when it comes to the oak moss. You get like a very sharp oak moss, which is not like smoothing out. Whereas in this one, the oak moss is blended beautifully with the leather, that woody, smoky touch that it has. It is so smooth, so silky, it is perfection. It doesn't have any rough around the edges. As soon as you spray this one, you can immediately get that overdose of oak moss, and then the patchouli has some sort of overdose of oak moss and patchouli, but this one does not have that one. But in the air, they smell like about 85%, similar. Although this one is like the Parfume version, this one really holds its, its own, because it gives you the performance. It is quite strong. It is like beastly. It gives you that sort of, the overall scent profile. It is a good one. Someone who is new to fragrances and doesn't know much might not be able to tell of the differences. Honestly, nobody will be able to tell of the differences if they are new to fragrances. Even if you call yourself a pro, it might be a little hard to tell the differences. It is a good one, but this one obviously is a smoothing out version. It is silkier. It gives you like a smooth leather, a smooth it has some smoky touch to it, which is not like too much. It doesn't come across as like too smoky, it's like very well blended. But this one, you can easily pick up that oak moss and that smoky touch, which is not like best blended, so those are the two differences. But as a dupe, it is a good one. The next one I have here is a pricey one, like quite pricey in my opinion, and this is Santal 33, and the version or the dupe that I have is the Dossier version, known as Woody Sandalwood. People have described this one as a pickle scent, and I totally get it. To me, I get a combination of that sandalwood, which this one has, or these two have. They both have some sandalwood and then some, I think, cedar. The one thing that separates these two are the violets. The OG version has violets, whilst this one does not have any violets. So you don't get that sort of floral violet, nuance in this one. However, it is a very good dupe. This one to me smells like sawdust, when you go to the carpentry shop and then they have, sawed or done their works and they have that sort of sawdust on the floor. That smell, that is what this one predominantly gives me. This one gives me a combination of that sawdust plus some pickle. I get a pickle more in this one than I do in the original version. To me, I'll just say it's about 85% accurate, dupe, because it gives off the same smell on skin. Nobody is going to be able to tell except for the performance. The performance on this one is not like that good. I get about 2 to 3 hours, of performance in this one. This one is about 5 hours, this one gives you 5 hours plus. So when it comes to performance, that is where you get the beginning, the differences. The next fragrance I have here is Baccarat Rouge, and obviously I had to bring out Abiyedh Rouge because it's been known to be one of the best dupes, that has been created after Baccarat Rouge. It's a very good one. Then I also have Ariana Grande's Cloud, which also has played an integral part in promoting Baccarat Rouge because it's a good one, but I don't think this one is like an accurate dupe. I'll give it to Abiyedh Rouge. I'll say Abiyedh Rouge is about 85% close in terms of being a dupe of Baccarat Rouge, whilst Ariana Grande's Cloud is more of a coconutty, vibe. To me, is like a coconutty, much more sweeter, much more younger version of Baccarat Rouge. That is how I see it. But when it comes to these two, they are quite similar in that they give off the same sort of scent profile. The only difference I find between these two is that this one gives me something like a wood lacquer, that sort of wood lacquer that you use for finishing furniture. It gives me that sort of wood lacquer vibes, especially at the beginning, but I don't find it in this one. Those are the only differences I find between these two. However, when it comes to the scent profile, I think this one is a better Baccarat Rouge than a lot of the ones that we know. I also have Opulent Mask, but I think that one goes to a a little bit of a different direction because it has that citruses, you know, to it. But when it comes to these two, I think they are quite similar. I'll give it about 85% close, and then I'll give Ariana Grande's Cloud about 70%, you know, close, because it takes a different direction, more of a tropical coconutty direction. It feels a little bit younger, a bit, I don't know, like a bit younger in my opinion. I think that is how best I can describe this one. But they are all in the same scent profile. But if you want a good one, obviously this has been the rave for years and years, and I guess I have to endorse it, you know, or I still endorse it as a great dupe for Baccarat Rouge. I just give it like 85% accuracy. The last two fragrances I have here is from the Linterdit line, and this one is Linterdit Intense, and then we have Fakhar Rose by Lattafa. I'm not saying this is like the direct dupe, but you know, this is like the intense version of the original version that this one is duping, which is like Linterdit EDP. However, there are so many similarities that these two have. I guess for like this one is like a morning fragrance, or a daily or a day type of fragrance, and then if you are ready to go out in the night, then you top up with the intense version. The major difference between these two is that you get that nutty sesame seed note here with some added vanilla. Although this one has the vanilla, it is not as amped up as in this one. It is quite close. If you have the OG Linterdit, then you can say this one is an accurate dupe. However, I have these two in my collection, and I find some similarities between these two. I just feel like this one is like more of a daytime version. Then when you're ready to go out in the night, then you can just top up with this one without having to bath it off, you know, because sometimes people don't want to mix scents. They just want to have the scents, you know, standing alone. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of going home to take your bath to change your fragrance, then you can just easily top this one up, you know, and then you can have your date night or whatever it is. So these are, you know, the two that I believe are in the same scent profile. I'm not saying it's like the same. I'll not even say I'll just give it about 70% similarity because of that sesame seed and the amp up vanilla that this one has. This one doesn't have any nuttiness, but it gives you that sort of tuberose bubble gum, you know, tuberose scent profile that Linterdit has. That is why I put these two together. That is all I have for you today, and I hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.